recently I've been getting a lot of DMs about other people doing drinking game. And this came out of nowhere not that long ago. As you know, I was and still am the greatest host on the greatest show, the anime drinking game. But a lot of people have been reaching out to me about like, oh, did you know this person was making drinking games? Oh, this person did a drinking game and didn't credit you. Oh, this person was doing drinking games and da. I've been getting a ton of messages recently. And I'll talk about the one that really started this. My good friend, CJ the Champ. We know CJ, we love CJ. But this video right here, The Incredibles drinking game broke us. Drink for every power used. They did an Incredibles drinking game. My boy CJ, my boy Maul, and Faceless Violin, who I don't know. I can't really say that I know them that well. Their video obviously did really well. It was on CJ's second channel. A ton of people both commented on the YouTube video as well as DM'd me. They DM'd me and they were like, dude, CJ's ripping your bit. Like, they didn't even credit you. They didn't really da. And honestly, I don't care. I really appreciate the amount of people that come to me and they're like, hey, like this person is taking from you what is your brand and could be your career. I get it. Okay. I fully understand what it is, right? In a vacuum, like if I was looking at it without context, it would be really annoying for people to constantly just be like, oh, let's do the drinking game the exact same way he's doing the drinking game, the exact same way. Like the setup is the same, the settings are the same, it's similar, da. And it's not just CJ, right? The other one that I got a lot of like DMs about was Sage. Sage he has an anime drinking game series. He's also done a NBA drinking game series, but there's me in it. Obviously, there's me right there, literally. I get it. Like I 100%. Spilling the Milk has also done this. So many people have done drinking games based on the shows, right? Here's what I have to say about it. Sure, I may have been the first to take the show, actually watch the show, and then do the drinks and the commentary for it. But I'm not even the first person to come up with the idea of an anime drinking game, a drinking game for a show, drinking games, period. So it's not necessarily a big deal. Here's why it's not really a big deal. One, most of the time, like 99% of the time, if anybody even does a drinking game, they ask me. They DM me and they're like, hey, I'm going to do this drinking game. Like, is it cool? I don't really want to step on toes. And I always say the same thing. I don't own the idea. I've never owned any idea. I don't have a patent or a trademark that's going to allow me to own a certain genre. And I don't own the idea, and it's cool. The second thing is the people that are that have drinking games that are popular, almost every single one of them I worked with before we even like got to that point. It's completely cool. It's completely cool. Spilling the Milk, they asked me to come on American Dad, and we've like talked and chopped it up and worked together. So when they do drink games, I don't care. I don't care about any of this. All right. I think it's really flattering that other people, like, imagine to be so popular with an idea that people not only use your video or use your idea, but they use similar titles and thumbnails because they know you're the blueprint for it, right? Like, imagine how grateful I am that somebody loved something so much that they wanted to do something similar. That's the only way that I look at it, right? It makes me so happy that people that I respect, people that are trying to make their way, you know, through content, they looked at me as a beacon of, wow, this is really fun. I think I could do something similar to this. This is entertaining. I see part of myself in what this guy creates as far as entertainment is concerned. And that's really cool, man. What I will say, and this is where beef comes from, right? And this is where the irritation, if I was going to get irritated about anything, and the only thing that I've asked people to do is please do not steal what is core about my drinking game specifically. So when I do my intros, and when I do how the rules are set up, and when I do specific edits or specific things that we talk about, those are the things that I really don't appreciate. And I've talked to anybody that's done drinking games about this, or just ideas in general. If you are going to emulate my style to the point that you just straight up took the thumbnail, that you straight up took my intro, that you straight up took the a specific edit or how something works, I think that that's not really fair, because you're not putting your own spin on it. You're literally trying to win people over with my edits over your personality. Like, I understand why people would do it, because like you kind of have to do that if you want to get in where you fit in early on. You kind of got to trick people into assuming that it's like your video type beat, or it's my video type beat. I know the game, but I wish people had a little bit more awareness or self-respect to not emulate me to the point of doppelganging. I wish it was more of a like, hey, I trust my own vision enough to know that the idea is funny, but my own interpretation of it is the one that I think is more that creates something new, something transformative. A great example of this is like when I first came up, when I was doing the Persona 5 challenge runs, I took that from Gnarly, a creator called Gnarly. If you look at this. This is where I got the initial thumbnail idea from. You compare it to, can you beat Persona 5 using only Arsene? Look, right? That is where I took the inspiration from it. But I knew that when I wanted to create the content, that we could not be more different in terms of the style that I wanted to create, right? His was, Gnarly's was very meticulous. It was very to the point. It was very much about the challenge, right? It wasn't very humorous. It was just way more about, can you actually do it? Mine is a big shit post, right? If you've ever seen this video, it's a big shit post. I hardly talk about the technicalities of the run itself. I'm memeing my ass off. I'm just making straight jokes.
I have a dream about a BDSM threesome with twins while a weirdo watches over us.
And I think that's what allowed me to have something unique, something fresh. And I think that that's really hard when it comes to commentary videos, which reaction videos are low-key commentary videos. You're watching something and then you're giving an opinion on it. And so I think it's important that your edits are very on point to be different. That's why I tell people your edits should be different than mine. They shouldn't look like mine. How you set things up should be different than mine, because our commentary is going to sound awfully similar, regardless of how you spin it. At the end of the day, I'm not too mad about it. Actually, I'm literally 0% mad about it. So everybody that's DMing me, it's all good. You don't have to DM me anymore. I understand that you are protective of me, and obviously like you don't know if I've seen these things, and you just want to like be like, hey, I don't know if you've seen this, but you should look into it. Like somebody is doing something similar to you to the point that it's noticeable. But I don't mind. I haven't seen anybody yet be so blatant that I had to say something. And even if they did, I spoke to them directly. There was an instance or two where I had to DM somebody and be like, hey, but I watched your video and it's way too close to mine in terms of this, right? Like you took the song that I use in the intro. You took like a song that we use in outros. You bring up jokes that we made. Like that's too much, to the point that like that's almost disrespectful. You know what I mean? I feel like that's a disservice. That, like I said, it's imitation to the point of doppelganging, and that's not respectful. That's not flattering. I'm not grateful about that. You were trying to imitate me to get to where I'm at, and like nobody ever wants to do that. And also like on top of that, you don't want to do that, because you will constantly be in my shadow. You're gonna get imposter syndrome, because you're just gonna constantly be behind me. Everything that you do will be compared to me from that point on. Trust me, as someone who got stuck in like, Persona community and even the anime drinking game community, everything that you do will be tied to that one thing, and you do not want to be tied to me, brother. I hate to tell you, you do not want to be tied to somebody, a bipolar baddie. That, in terms of fake beef, CJ is my guy. I knew about the Incredibles video when it came out because it was on my feed. I know Maul's my guy. Sage is my guy. All the people that do drinking games, like they're already in my wheelhouse. So I'm never really pressed about people doing that. Now, if anybody else does it, if somebody else just did it on some bullshit, okay, then maybe I'd have to say something. But today, not really. If you want to do drinking games, hey, have fun. Have fun where everyone calls you a fat alcoholic who changed their content and they only make slop. If you're gonna actually do it, don't doppelgang me, okay? Just don't doppelgang me, because one, you don't want that, and two, you don't want that. It's gonna be a long day for you, okay? But I'm not mad. I'm happy. People care.